So you were speaking about some things in your article about different ways that a person could apply mindfulness, um, mindful eating,
Mm.
um, mindful. Was it focus on an object?
There's object meditation or object mindfulness. One of the most popular that is used, or one of the most prevalent that's used, is the body scan.
Okay.
And when I was going through my training, we watched a video of John Kabat-Zinn himself going through a body scan as part of a session with people who were in a pain management clinic.
Okay. Hmm.
And you could see that a lot of the people at first were really uncomfortable with this because when you have physical pain, your first concept or your first go-to is to avoid thinking about it.
Right. Right.
If my arm hurts, I'm going to focus on my leg. If I have a headache, I'm going to focus on anything else other than where the pain is. And here's this man telling them, no, you're going to focus on where you're hurting. So with the body scan, you start, whether it's head to toe or toe to head, and you, not with words, not with concepts, and certainly not with judgments, you simply become aware of that body part. What does it feel like to be aware of your foot, aware of your calf, aware of your knee? When you get to a part of your body that either has pain or is tight or tense, you pause there. And before you do anything, you just let yourself feel that discomfort and feel that pain and become familiar with it. And recognize that while it's uncomfortable, it's not fatal. It may not even be forever. Then you picture that body part being kind of enveloped with a warm white light that seeps into the body part. Um, and in that visualization, you have a sense of warmth, you have a sense of relief in that, and then you continue going through the rest of the body scan.
Yeah, I like what you said a few minutes ago about without judgment.
That, I think, is possibly one of the biggest roadblocks to mindfulness because it seems like a lot of people come in with preconceived notions about what they can and can't do, what they need to do, what they have to avoid, and they get in their own way. So, maybe somebody doing a body scan notices that thoughts about their bills are coming up. And instead of accepting in the moment that bills got in the way and then gently kind of escorting it to the side and continuing the body scan, people start with negative self-talk. See, I can't even do this right. Why can't I focus like everybody else? And I should just give up on this because I'm not doing it perfectly.
I'm not going to get better.
I'm not going to get better.
And those are all forms of judgment.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And frankly, your physical sensations, really, if your sensory input it's non-judgmental and it's pretty much benign. It's not until we place a value or a judgment on the smell of a wood fire, the sight of the ocean, that it turns it into something good or bad. Last Yoga Fest, I used this as an example of how we control our sensory input to be good or bad. And I said to people, imagine the smell of a wood fire. What do you think of it? And I went around the room, and most people were like campfires, wood fireplace, positive things,
right?
Because of experience. And then what I said to the group was, now imagine if you're somebody whose house had burned down.
Right.
Does that smell carry with it the same positive connotations? Of course not. Right. So without judgment, without even really kind of placing a value add to it, my knee hurts, and you kind of go no further than that.
Right. No need to go any farther than that. Sarah, what does it mean to be mindful of an object or focus on an object? I like that.
That object becomes your world and your present at the moment. So, you can take an object in your hand and all of your attention and focus is based on that. And again, it's without judgment.
Without judgment.
So, let's say I'm, working on my car and the object in my hand is a lug nut. I'm going to look at the lug nut in all different lights and all different ways. I'm going to really examine it. I'm going to feel it. What is it? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it scuffed? Is it smooth? Chrome has kind of that slippery feel. I'm going to take note of that. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to bounce it off different surfaces. What does it sound like hitting concrete, wood, leather? I'm going to smell it. road dust, oil, the smell of chrome, and I might even put it on the tip of my tongue to see what it tastes like.
Right.
Because in that lug nut, there are no bills to pay. There's no pain that has to be managed. There's no anxieties about the mortgage. There's no worries about the fight you had with your spouse. That doesn't exist in that lug nut. It's just, it's like kind of the perfect zen it is.
Right.